This is question 17 from the November 2015 paper 1 on the foundation papers. The question reads on the top, I'm going to leave the top out so you can just focus on the table. In a survey, a total of 392 pupils were chosen from years 7, 8 and 9 and were asked the following question. What is your favourite sport in this list? And the options were football, rugby, swimming and cycling. And then the data is recorded on this table. So question A is asking, in each of the following parts a pupil is selected at random. Choose the probability of selecting a pupil whose favourite sport is swimming. So how many pupils altogether want preferred swimming? It's 71. So the answer is 71 out of the total number of pupils, which is 392. And question B then is calculate the probability of selecting a year 8 student. Go back up to the table. How many year 8 students were there in total? 138. So it's 138 out of 392. C is the pupil selected is in year 8. Calculate the probability that the pupil's favourite sport is cycling. So the pupil selected is in year 8. We know that, so we're only focusing on the year 8 row. What is the probability that the child's favourite sport is cycling? So we're only focusing on the year 8 row. How many year 8 students liked cycling? That is 28 out of how many year 8 students were there in total? 138. Question D then is the favourite sport selected the favourite sport of the selected pupil is football. What is the probability that this pupil is in year 7? So we're looking at the favourite sport of football. So we're only looking at this column. What's the probability that student is in year 7? Well, how many year 7 students are there that like football? It's 45 out of how many people were there that chose football as their favourite sport altogether, which is 103. And finally, question E. The pupil selected is not in year 7. What is the probability that the pupil's favourite sport is not football? So we've got what I would do is rewrite the table and disregard all data including year 7. So I rewrote it so far here. All I've done is year 8 and year 9. And all the totals are going to be different to the totals on the table because the totals involve year 7. So the total for this one is 58. So a total of 58 people like football from year 8 and year 9, and then a total of 110 in rugby from year 8 and year 9, total of 48 for swimming, and a total of 55 like cycling. And there's a final total of, I've actually got to add this up, 271. So we're trying to work out how many people didn't like football out of the total students that are in year 8 and year 9. So that is the total of students out of year 8 and year 9 is going to be 271. So it's going to be out of 271. And the total of students who didn't choose football are going to be these three groups here. The 110, 48 and 55. So if we add those up, those are the total number of students that chose sports that aren't football out of year 8 and year 9. That's going to be 110 plus 48 plus 55. We're going to add these three together. That's going to be 213 out of 271 students. So the probability was 213 out of 271. And it is quite a lot of maths involved and understanding, but it is the last question on the paper.